I just really appreciated our session because I think there was a lot of tactical, tangible, like guided reflection to do about different positions that you've had and thinking about the things that you liked and how those skills really translate to any or all roles that you're looking for. One of the things that really a job description with the things that you're really excited to do and the things that you never want to do again because you know you've done that before. And also tracking back why you accepted a position in the first place and actually understanding like how you got to where you are by looking at the reasons for a yes and reflecting on if that's changed over time in a role, or if that yes is something that you still feel a strong yes about. And actually doing that for every single job you've ever had. Because I think I asked around, wondering a path and how it can lead to different ends, and we kind of wonder how we get to certain places. So that was really interesting, and I really appreciated that.
That's cool. That's awesome. Yeah, I think that would be important, right? Just like think back, like what got me so excited to take this job, 5, 3, 10 years ago, and just kind of reevaluating yourself and your role and how you've grown. All of that stuff is just really cool to kind of reflect back on, and just get in the insight of like what I've been doing, where I want to go, things like that. Anything else? Joy says in the chat, it's been helpful to hear what to do with your LinkedIn testimonials. I don't really have any on there, but finding a recruiter and what recruiting companies are top notch. Yeah, that's important, right? Finding like people that can write something nice about you that you work with, or that you work with in your company, and just kind of letting them scratch your back and then you scratch theirs. Usually you write me a review and I can write you a review, and that really does go a long way. It's kind of like the new referral, right? Like you can just look at someone's LinkedIn and be like, wow, a lot of people like this person. They must be pretty credible. That's cool. Anything else anybody wants to add about what they learned this last session?
I know it's a commonly asked question, at least for me, it's very relevant, but we did discuss how to approach the issue of having any kind of gaps in your employment history. And I think especially for women and women in tech, that's an important conversation to have. And given how things are right now and how it's so much of a candidates market, it's really cool to see how that's shifted, and the conversation is a little bit more forgiving, and recruiters and hiring managers are more open to hearing why that is in the employment history. It used to be an absolute no-no.
One thing I want to add there too is once you've got a good recruiter, treat them like a coach through the process. So recently, someone I know through the local tech network, she's like, Erica, I always struggle with that question. Well, tell me about your weaknesses. So, I sent her an article that we had on it. And then I was like, hey, you want to just role play it real fast? And so again, do that. Like I've had that happen. And most recruiters are going to be like, hey, anything you need to role play, but think about what you need to be successful in a job search and communicate that need to the person that's vested and interested in helping you.
Yeah, that's huge. Role play. And definitely if you're like going through interviews and that whole process, it's definitely helpful to practice with a friend and get online. There's so many questions that you can go look up just to help prepare yourself for the best answers. Anything else?